is my distinct privilege to describe for you a capability demonstration by the world's most heavily armed and armored close air support aircraft, the rugged and dependable A-10 Thunderbolt II. Capable of operating for much shorter runways than conventional fighter attack aircraft. Captain Yost demonstrated that capability today when he lifted off in only 1,500 feet. In fact, even with a 16,000-pound bomb load, A-10 can still take off in less than 4,000 feet. Because of its toughness, tenacity, and devastating good looks, the people who know it best, the pilots who fly it, mechanics that maintain it, have unofficially dubbed it the Warthog. Built into the A-10's big airframe are responsiveness, simplicity, survivability, and lethality. Today, these battle-tested aircraft are assigned to Air Force units around the world, including Europe and the Pacific. Here at home, Air Combat Command, the Air National Guard, and Air Force Reserve all fly the A-10.
Here it comes, face to face with me. Here I stand, hold back so no one can see.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, Captain Yost and the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Demonstrates the A-10's precise handling characteristics. As Captain Yost rolls the A-10, you may notice a big canopy painted on the belly of the aircraft, directly underneath the cockpit. This fall canopy is designed to deceive enemy ground troops as to the A-10's direction of turn. Now, from the left, Captain Yost and the slow roll. Now repositioning the A-10 for a pass down the runway, where he will perform an aileron roll at show center. During this maneuver, he will demonstrate the A-10's rapid roll capability by rolling his 35,000-pound aircraft at almost 200 degrees per second. Now from the right, Captain Yost displays the A-10's rolling maneuverability. Aerobatic maneuvers, human-aid. The A-10's remarkable maneuverability that enables it to perform in close air support missions. Whistling and turning low over the battlefield, the Warthog can deliver devastating firepower, destroying targets close to friendly ground forces. And it starts for a wide variety of modern weapons, including Maverick missiles, unguided and laser-guided bombs, cluster bombs, rockets, 30mm bullets, and A-9 air-to-air missiles. All of these weapons have been used to attack enemy forces in Iraq, Bosnia, Kosovo, and Afghanistan. After Captain Yost completes this half of the human aid, he will fly his aircraft straight into the vertical, demonstrating the A-10's power and maneuverability in all attitudes of flight. The A-10 uses electric turbofan engines that more than just power to its performance. They're also smokeless and much quieter than comparable engines. This makes the airplane much harder to hear and aids immensely in achieving tactical surprise when attacking from all altitudes. The A-10 engines are also extremely fuel efficient, enabling it to fly more than 2,000 miles without refueling. Added flight refueling and the Warthog fly non-stop to Europe and the Middle East. Captain Yost is now repositioning his aircraft to perform a level 360-degree high-G turn. The A-10's quick turn rate, small turn radius, which enables it to work effectively over the battlefield, even under marginal weather conditions.
part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised you got so okay. Aren't the ways you were before. You didn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew back then, but it all comes back to me.
Captain Yost completed that turn at only 1,400 feet. On the battlefield, this capability allows the pilot to employ his weapons and then turn quickly to stay outside of enemy air defenses. Captain Yost is now positioning his aircraft to demonstrate the A-10's slow speed controllability at its final approach airspeed of 120 knots. This slow speed approach will give you a good chance to see the A-10's paint speed, one that's designed to make it more difficult to pick up visually. This design also reduces infrared radiation, which helps the A-10 defeat enemy heat-seeking missiles. Now from the right, Captain Yost and the slow speed pass. Let's go to the cockpit of his aircraft and see if Captain Yost has any words for us today. During World War II, the original Flying Tigers, led by General Claire Chennault, aimed teeth on the noses of their P-40 Warthog to strike fear into the hearts of the enemy. Today, the 23rd Fighter Group, comprising the 2 A-10 squadrons, keeps this proud tradition alive. Captain Yost is now positioning the aircraft for a simulated straight pass using the A-10's weapon of choice, the awesome 30mm Gatling gun. Firing bullets the size of Coke bottles at almost 70 rounds per second, the A-10's Gatling gun has a devastating effect on the enemy. Its big shell delivers 7 times the destructive energy of the more conventional 20mm round. It will now take Captain Yost less than 30 seconds to get back into firing position for a second strafe attack. With 2 A-10s working together, enemy forces could expect to be under A-10 fire once every 10 to 15 seconds. Captain Yost is now repositioning for his final attack, where he will simulate dropping 500-pound R-82 general purpose bombs. These general purpose bombs are useful for cratering airfields or destroying buildings, adding versatility to the Hog's arsenal of weapons. Captain Yost is now performing a cheek-out maneuver that's designed to make life very difficult for enemy anti-aircraft gunners. Because we frequently change direction and altitude, the A-10 becomes a difficult target to shoot. The A-10 has a well-earned reputation for strength and striking power, a reputation earned in Kosovo, Afghanistan, and Iraq, where A-10 destroyed thousands of enemy armored vehicles, artillery sites, Scud missiles, and even registered 2 air-to-air kills. Today, that legacy continues to grow. A-10's armed with state-of-the-art targeting pods and laser-guided bombs continue to fly missions in support of American and coalition efforts all over the world. Now from the right, Captain Yost in a 4-point roll, playing the crisp handling characteristics of the A-10. to the left, set up for the dedication pass. Captain Yost and the rest of the A-10 23rd Fighter Group, which will dedicate this pass to those men and women from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces and its allies and to their families who are so bravely fighting the war on terror or who have lost their lives while defending this great nation.
We don't need this war. I say there's something worth fighting for. What about our freedom and this piece of ground?
We did come from behind and to the left. Captain Yost back in the dedication pass.
They say we don't realize that we're getting in. Or you start
who have lost their lives fighting this war, and their families who have sacrificed so much. A-10's maintainability is proven every time it flies in every imaginable climate. It has flown in Arctic, desert, tropical, and temperate climates. During deployments including Desert Eagle, Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom, and Iraqi Freedom, the A-10 has consistently demonstrated its ability to fly more than 4 sorties per day, a tribute to the skill and dedication of our magnificent maintenance crew. Today's demonstration has given you some insight into the capabilities of the A-10. This airplane was designed to be and is the close air support weapon of choice. The responsiveness, simplicity, survivability, and lethality enable it to do its job effectively, giving our forces on the ground the air power they need, where they need it, and when they need it.